You will never know my name.
Hey everyone, Exile here. Welcome to my Falling Thunder, Siphoning Strike, and Gathering Storm Amazon Ascendancy class as the Huntress character build. I'll quickly just go over the gems and then explain the mechanics of the build. So the main skill is Falling Thunder, accompanied by Siphoning Strike and Gathering Storm. Lingering Illusion is a buff, which costs Spirit. Also Ghost Dance, Wind Dancer, and Herald of Thunder. The main concept and mechanics of the build is to shock a target with Falling Thunder and then use Siphoning Strike to get a power charge and then revert back to Falling Thunder to get the benefits of having a power charge. So consumes your power charges to fire lightning projectiles forwards on the impact. So once you have a power charge, it boosts Falling Thunder tremendously. Gathering Storm is used to clear mobs. I don't really use it that much at the moment because I'm more relying on Lingering Illusion to get power charges. So when you dodge roll, Lingering Illusion will grant you power charges if the illusion dies. And I find it to be a very beneficial way to clear maps quite efficiently. Ghost Dance for defenses. So while active, causes you to periodically gain Ghost Shrouds. If you are hit while you have a Ghost Shroud, it immediately consumed to recover Energy Shield based on your evasion. So this character has 82% evasion, so 13,000 evasion rating, which synergizes really well with Ghost Dance and Wind Dancer. Herald of Thunder is mandatory for the build because it boosts your capabilities of clearing a map faster and synergizes really well with Falling Thunder, Siphoning Strike, and Gathering Storm. My Ascendancy is the Amazon class. I've gone with these nodes here. If you go this path and get Penetrate, which attacks using weapons have added physical damage equal to 25% of the accuracy rating on the weapon, you will then need to get a Quarterstaff, which has high accuracy rating to get the most benefit out of the node. I actually scored this staff in particular for about 20 Exalted Orbs, and I'm doing 30,000 Fallen Thunder DPS and Siphoning Strike and 15,000 Gathering Storm. Leeches percent physical and mana. Very useful for survivability. I think it's even better than a staff. If I can find it quickly. So this is the staff that I was using beforehand. And it had gained 69 life per enemy killed and gained 26 mana per enemy killed. It did help, but I've noticed that the leech percentage of physical damage as life and mana works much more better than life gained and mana gained per enemy killed. And as you can see, it even gives more damage. That is because of the high accuracy rating on the weapon, which synergizes really well with Penetrate, the Ascendancy node. In for the Kill is a must-have, in my opinion. It makes the game feel so fun and so smooth to play as well. The main benefit is the 40% increased skill speed, which is a huge damage output increase in general. My passive tree is pretty basic. I have grabbed certain nodes for defenses as cat-like agility. My jewels are actually really good. I got them for about 3 to 10 Exalted each. There's one jewel in particular that I have that in my opinion is going to be worth like 5-10 divines if this build becomes one of the mainstream meta builds. I'll go into that further in a second. So that jewel that I'm talking about, I think is not that one. It's this one here. So increased evasion rating, increased attack speed, increased chance to shock, and a high percentage increased damage with quarter saves. This notable here for power charges, definitely want to grab this one. You also want to grab the clusters for power charges as well. So there's one here, and there's one that I haven't gotten yet, which I'm going to work on if I get level 90. So currently level 86. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at level 92, I'll have that cluster there. Don't really need it at the moment because, as you see in the footage I shown at the beginning, I'm doing T15 maps. Very, very good. So this notable here is super important to grab. So I have 1,800 life and 900 energy shield. That's because of Spectral Ward. So you want to get a high evasion rating chest. This one doesn't even have life on it. So if you got one with life on it, that's even better. And then the other one is the helmet. So there's another notable, which is this one here, which is 2 + 2 to evasion rating per 1 maximum energy shield on equipped helmet. So getting a helmet with a high energy shield on it is the way to go. This one's quite low, to be honest. You can get one in about 400 mark. But this character has really good defenses regardless. The really good thing about this build is that it's a very underrated build at the moment. So not many people know about it. I only discovered it because on the Path of Exile 2 website for the ladder, I noticed that there was one character in particular that I'll show on screen right now that inspired this build, and I'm using the Amazon variant to their ritualist build with some minor adjustments on the passive tree. Like for example, I got Falcon Dive and Acceleration, and I planned to instill my amulet with one of those notables that I mentioned earlier over here. So you can pick up a really good weapon for less than a divine, and that weapon will be the weapon you will keep until level 100 if you manage to get a really good one relatively cheap. I think it's going to be quite difficult to get a better one than this one. I'll still try, but for me, there's really no point because the build is really good damage-wise. Support gems, so Falling Thunder, Primal Armament, Perpetual Charge, Ricochet, and Twofold. Siphoning Strike, Profusion, Cadence, and Martial Tempo. Gathering Storm, Window of Opportunity, Momentum, and Close Combat. Lingering Illusion, Persistence, Ghost Dance, Fast Forward, Wind Dancer, Precision, and Herald of Thunder with Magnified Effect, Lightning Mastery, and Innovate. If you have any questions in regards to the build, leave a comment in the comments below and I'll try to respond to you if I can. I'll also put that person on screen again who inspired this build, and I'll even link their build to the website where I found their build if you want to check out their build as well. Good shout out to them, because if I hadn't discovered your build, then I probably wouldn't be playing Path of Exile right now. This build is really fun to play. It has really good strong defenses, damage output. It just makes the game feel enjoyable again. It's much better than my Glacial Amazon in my previous videos, and I even prefer it over Lightning Spear as an Amazon. So I hope you guys enjoy the build, and see you in game.